Okay guys, so let's talk about Sully. This story follows the real-life events of January 15, 2009, when Captain Chelsea Sullenberger made an emergency landing on the Hudson River after experiencing dual engine failure with 155 people on board. More specifically, this film dives into the investigation that took place after the landing behind the cameras, as Captain Sullenberger was forced to defend his actions as being necessary to save these lives and not actually endangering them like some believed. Now, this story alone was compelling enough for a great biopic, but you add Clint Eastwood in the director's chair and Tom Hanks in the lead, and my anticipation for this movie immediately skyrocketed, and I can easily say this one completely delivered. The acting was excellent. Tom Hanks was rock solid as always, and his portrayal of Captain Sullenberger was excellent. He felt the part and conveyed the needed emotions effectively. As this story dives into the events after the emergency landing and Sully was forced to deal with the sudden media exposure, seemingly intense questioning from investigators, and moments of his own self-doubt, Hanks delivers all these scenes with extreme precision. Also, Aaron Eckhart was a fantastic co-star. He created a great chemistry with Hanks. Their scenes in the cockpit felt incredibly realistic, and his comic relief was perfectly timed, written, and delivered. And to complement some excellent cast performances was a very well-structured story that didn't stray off into many subplots or character additions. The point of the story was always in focus, and while it may have felt slightly choppy at times, there was still enough substance to create a connection with Sully and the ordeal he faced after this river landing. The runtime was shorter than most biopics, but it never really felt rushed. I would have liked to have seen a little more time spent on the actual investigation, but there was still more than enough meat there to build the ramifications of everything. Also, I really thought the special effects did their part in this movie. The emergency landing scenes were intriguing, very tense, and above all realistic to do a great job of capturing the events of that harrowing day. There was a nice blend of CGI and practical effects to do an effective job of putting the audience in the situations with these characters. Clint Eastwood's direction wasn't overly flashy, but it was solid for what this story needed. He has been known to overfill his films with patriotism at times, but he did a great job with this movie overall in my opinion. He was able to recreate this day from many angles and perspectives, and with some wide aerial shots it resulted in some subtle but very compelling visuals. The only thing that really disappointed me mildly about this movie was the fragmented flow of things. Other than the recreation of the river landing, the story of the investigation kind of felt like a series of random events with no real flow between them. It never really built the tension of the situation, thus the final act had kind of an abrupt feel to it, but it was still compelling enough to keep my interest from start to finish. I really enjoyed this film. It's another great effort from Tom Hanks and a solid biopic covering a man that saved 155 lives on a frigid day in New York, and I'll have to give Sully an A. And that's my review on Sully, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I definitely hope you appreciated it. Go check this movie out this weekend. It's definitely worth the time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm Anthony. This is a SilverScreen Analysis, and I'll see you guys at the movies.